Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to walk you through finding a realtor on Land Portal. And this is great for actually identifying which land realtors in certain markets are best by volume, by things they have for sale versus sold, and the total dollar amounts they have. So here on the left sidebar, I head down to market research. I click market research, and then you see these 5 tabs at the top. On the right, you see realtors. I click into that, and now I am here on this page, which shows you all realtors in the United States based on volume, right? Based on what I have selected now, which is land only properties. So if it's listed on the MLS as land, it will be on here in a 1 year time frame. But we want to get more granular than that. And that's the great thing about this. So I'm going to go in and search my hometown here. I'm up in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm going to go to Ohio and I'm going to click some surrounding counties here. I don't only want one county for this because a lot of times realtors cross sell in neighboring counties. So if I'm in greater Cincinnati, I'm going to do Adams County, I'm going to do Claremont County, I'm going to do Brown County, and I'm going to multi search so I can see in this region more so than specific county. You can also do it by zip code. You can do it by one county if you want, but for the sake of this, I did multiple counties. I have a 1 year time frame selected here, but as you can see, Regan McKinney here comes up on top. He comes up on top because of the volume of sold properties, which is 23 land properties right now. You can also, if you wanted to change the acreage, if I wanted to see how many people are selling between 2 to 10 acres or 50 plus, whatever it is for you, you can search by acreage, but I'm going to keep it broad. Here you have their contact number. So it starts with their phone number, then you have an email, and then you have the volume and velocity. So we have 23 sold here, 25 listed for sale. And both of these you can click into and actually see what their listings look like, which is great. So let's go into a sold property or sold listings here. And you can click on Land Portal or you can take it directly to Redfin and you can pull it up and you see, okay, this was 5 acres, 18,400 an acre, total price $92,000, and this zip code on this date, right? So if you want to see what his listings look like, photos, things like that, you would click directly on here on Redfin. I'm not going to do that right now, but you guys can play around with that. Then same exact thing for listing. You click in, there's 25 current listings. So this guy has 25 listings on the market right now. And same thing, you can see exactly what you are. So if I had a 5 acre property, I want to say, hey, is Regan McKinney, does he have any 5 acre properties or around there? What size properties is he selling? What size acreage do we have? So you see a 4 acres, you see 19, you see 8, you see 2, you see 5, and you can go through and see exactly what you're working with. This guy clearly has a lot of experience. That's why he's coming up as number 1, because not only does he have the most sold as 23, he also has the most listed, and he also has one of the most volume as well. Here on the right, you see the dollar volume. This is how many in the last year he has sold, or the amount he's sold in the last year, 5 million. This guy's crushing it, right? Really good realtor. That doesn't always mean that's the guy you want, right? Maybe you want to go after some of these smaller guys here who've done 5 to 10 deals because they might give you more attention or whatever. You can go through all the listings, call these people. What I like to do is write down 5 to 10 of these and just call them. And it's just a great starting point to get their information. Along with this, you can see their brokerage they're in, and you can actually click this brokerage here, Comey and Shepard, and it's going to show you all the different agents under him or under in the same brokerage, right? So that's one option as well if you wanted to see that. Okay, now going back to our main page here, my favorite data point on this whole page is this, the last activity. This shows that they're still active. I don't want to see people who retired 7 years ago or just aren't as active anymore, right? This shows you, okay, this guy did something 8/17. I'm recording this, I believe it's 8/25 right now. In the last pretty much week, this guy has either sold a property or listed a property. It shows he's very active. So I love that just to make sure they're constantly doing something, right? They're involved, they're in the business, they're in the market. Along with that, you have the average days on market here to show how fast these people are selling. So you can see Reagan's is 114 days. We have a 64, Tyler McConnell, 108, and it keeps going on and on there. Once you have realtors selected that you like, let's say I go through this list and I call the top 10, 3 of them I like, 1 of them I end up using, whatever. You come over to this right and you can see the save button here. I'm going to save a couple of these to show you the example. And this becomes pretty much my CRM for realtors. I can store all the realtors I've ever used in here, who I like, who I don't like, and sort them. But this becomes pretty much a CRM for your realtors that you do select. So going over to get there, you click this saved button right here, the little bookmarks tab in the top left. I'm going to click that. And now I can come right back. I don't need to remember, oh, who was the realtor I used there, or who did I call, or any of that stuff. It doesn't need to be stored in my brain. I have it all stored here. You come back, you can remove them by clicking the same button. And this is just a really simple way to find the best realtors based on volume, based on prices, based on how much they have listed and sold, days on market, and if they're still active or not. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next episode.